Hello, this is Nick from Prestman Auto, doing a video walkthrough of our 2024 GMC Sierra. This is the 3500, so it's a beast. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna walk all the way around. We're gonna look for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes in the outside. Then we're gonna go inside, go over some of the features, make sure everything's, working properly. And then finally, we'll pop the hood and evaluate just a little bit in the engine bay, just for, good measure. So first impressions are honestly really good. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up here in the front, just because that's where it usually is. That being said, I'm not seeing much of anything. So starting off really strong. But let's start going around, see if there's anything that we can find. If there is, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual so you know everything going on. Tires on here are in immaculate condition, so you got loads of life left in those. So that's awesome. For this video, the car is a little bit dirty, so we can thank, Utah weather for that, but that's okay. If there's any actual damage stuff, I'll be sure to stop and point it out. Speaking of, down here you got, oh, okay, well, never mind. I thought it was a rock chip, but it was not so. So you got the dampened tailgate, just dropping it with the key fobbed in here. You also are prepped for a fifth wheel, so that's awesome. You got a couple plug-ins. You actually have the bar to hold on to over here. This, you may already know this, but this is kind of fun. The tailgate drops a couple different ways. So you have the drop right here, which is just kind of partial drop. And then you have the full drop as well. Whoops. To reach, okay, there you go, the lower button. I stand corrected. This is supposed to look effortless, but such is life. All right, so you drop the whole thing down, then you drop the second part down, and then here you got a little lever right there, which will drop a step down, and then you can just kind of step up into the truck. You got some stairs to get up in there. So that's kind of cool. You may already know that, but I always thought it was a really cool idea for trucks. And then you can also pop out the handle, so it's nice and easy for you. So that way when you're coming up in, you just grab the handle and you step up inside. So anyway, let's close all that up real quick. There you have it. So we shall move on. That was a little bit of a long detour, but I always thought that feature was super cool, so I just wanted to share. Anyway, as far as the exterior goes, I'm really not seeing anything. I'm trying to find something. And aside from a little bit of dirt and stuff here and there, there's really not a whole lot here. Actually, looks like you might have, nope, okay, well, never mind. I thought we had a scuff, but it rubbed off, so I suppose not. Well, dare I say, a clean 10 out of 10 for the exterior. This thing's awesome. So let's hop inside and see what we can find on the interior real quick. All right, so first things first, let's turn it on. All right, so we got two warning lights up right now. The first is my seatbelt light, which is correct, and the second is the gas light, which is, also correct. So that's pretty sweet. As far as internal features go, you have a lot of them. So I'm gonna go a little bit fast just for the sake of time. So starting off, you're gonna have your heated steering wheel as well as your pre-collision system up here. You're also gonna have your cruise control, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this one's adaptive, so I'll double check on that. You're gonna have heated seats, different kind of heated seats, and then also cooled seats. Your AC is working very well, so that's fantastic as well. Lane departure warning, parking system, you can drop the tailgate in here. I mean, you have loads of stuff to play with. So on the side, you can have your mirrors. You also have the blind spot monitor up in there, so that's pretty sweet. Love that. Mirrors extend, which is always cool. That will never not be useful, so we love that. and contract. So, up here, you're gonna have your Android Auto, your Apple CarPlay, as well as just your regular audio system, which is working beautifully. So that's awesome. Cameras, you got actually a butt ton of cameras. So that's, yeah, there's quite a few things here. So we're gonna try and keep this video a reasonable amount of time. We're already kind of pushing it, but you have lots to play with up here. If there's anything specific you want me to double back on and check on for you, I'm more than happy to come back and do that. But for the sake of time, just know that you're freaking pimped out up here, and we can always double back if there's anything specific you want to see. So up in here, you got your trailering, your towing and stuff. Over here, you're gonna have your 4-wheel drive, as well as your basic functions like parking brakes and headlights. Up top, you're going to have a beautiful sunroof, which, I'll be honest, a sunroof is really not the most useful feature in the world. Like, it's just not. The days where you need a sunroof are like not that many days. But it is really cool. I enjoy the sunroof a lot just for the cool factor. And then your back window can also move around. So, pretty sweet. As far as interior condition goes, it is really nice. I'm not seeing a whole lot of much of anything. So it looks like it's a little dirty right there, but it's a pretty easy fix. Back seat, very same story. The only thing I could find in the entire interior is a slight, it's not a tear, it's more like a warp or something right there. So it's kind of hard to notice, but it runs a little bit that way. So that is about as crazy as it gets. So a couple more plugins, wireless phone charger down here, and on and on. So we can go over features all day. There's no shortage of fun things to play with here, but for the sake of time, we'll call that there. Let's pop the hood in the engine bay. We'll check that out real quick, and then that should be good for this video. All right. So while we're out here, here's a quick look around some of our lot. So this is maybe, I don't know, like 20-30% of our cars. We go down further past that way as well. Are the buildings over there? So we sell more cars here than any independent dealer in the state. We've been around for about 33, almost 34 years now, which you don't have to know that, right? That's not like super critical for anything. However, I do feel it's good to know a little bit about who you're working with, especially if you're looking at things from out of state. So anyway, there you go. There we go. So I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't. Regardless of how much you know about cars, you should always look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know anything, you at least know what neglect looks like. So if you got like acid buildup all around your battery, if all your metal pieces are brown and covered in rust, and you got like cobwebs on everything, then I don't know. I would ask more questions at that point, is all I'm saying. So that being said, this looks fantastic. Very, very well taken care of. I can't say I'm super surprised since it is such a new model, but you know, trust but verify, right? Anyway, if you are more mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of the engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if there's anything that I missed or that you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new truck,